Hi guys, welcome to the next episode of my video blog Stay With Me English. I've already forgotten which episode it is, probably the 4th or the 5th, but I'm not quite sure. Today we're going to talk about food once again. I'm going to show you what products I got in my delivery from one of the supermarkets from the area where I live. And I'm going to teach you some vocabulary. It means quantifiers and vocabulary for describing amounts. Because, for example, we can buy a bar of chocolate, which I didn't buy, a bottle of water, and other products like that. So, first of all, a short introduction. Now I've started leaving my flat, and I've left it a few times for the last 2 weeks. But still, I try to avoid places where there are a lot of people, especially accidental, random people. That's why I've decided to buy some food, some groceries online. And I was lucky enough to find some delivery date in advance, but that was just 3 days before, I think, not like for 4 weeks or 6 weeks like most supermarkets offer these days. So generally I got my groceries delivered today. I'm partially happy with the delivery because I didn't get all the products. I will tell you what I didn't get in a while. Also, I didn't like the guys who delivered it, but maybe that's not the most important thing. So, as I said, let's start with the products which I didn't get, which are unfortunately some kind of basic products for me. Like, I didn't get minced meat, which I was going to use to make some spaghetti probably. I didn't get a lot of fruit because they said the fruit was not available. No idea. Like, I didn't get any bananas and I didn't get any oranges. Also, I didn't get the garlic and the ginger. So, other two products which are quite essential. And something else, but I don't really know at the moment what it was. So that makes me only partially happy. But on the other hand, I appreciate the fact that I didn't have to leave my flat and got everything delivered. So I will show you what I got. It will be just a random order because everything is here on the countertop. I will just take the things and show you and maybe comment on them. So let's start here. Let's start with water. As you can see, it's a bottle of water. I generally don't buy bottled water because, there are a few reasons why I don't do that. First of all, it's not eco-friendly. Second, I don't like spending money on something I can get for free. The quality of tap water in the area where I live is really good. So I usually just open the tap, sometimes add some lemon and drink. And the third reason, when I go shopping myself, I don't like carrying heavy objects, so I usually just skip bottled water. Muszenianka is an exception because it's rich in magnesium and calcium, and they are really, really good for you when you do physical exercise, when you make some effort. Doing physical exercise is still a vital part of my everyday routine, even though I stay at home, because I try to do exercise in front of the TV and also run on my treadmill, which is really great. So I drink quite a lot of this water, so let's put it aside. What else? I've also bought some yogurt. This is a pot of yogurt. This one is a big one. In fact, I ordered 6 small pots of yogurt. However, I got 3 big ones. Well, maybe it's not the most convenient, but it's also not a problem. It's natural, there is only milk in it and some yogurt bacteria. There are no artificial ingredients, which I really like. I think it's made especially for this supermarket, which I used, and there is no artificial fruit, let's say, inside. I don't really like fruit yogurt because I don't like the taste. Personally, I think it's much better just to add some fresh or frozen fruit inside, and it's really delicious. So I've bought 3. Finally, there are 3 big pots of yogurt. What else? We also have two kinds of tinned fish, just in case. As you can imagine, those tins can stay for a long time. They don't even need to be put in the fridge. And when you feel like eating it, you can just open. It can wait a few months, so even if I don't feel like eating it now, it might be quite useful in the future. It's also very healthy. Fish is fish. I think it's quite clear. What else do we have? I told you about fruit. Oranges and apples just didn't come, or apples, especially bananas. I am really disappointed because I really like bananas and I really feel bad about not having them here. I will have to eat pears all week or 2 weeks long. They are really, really hard. They are hard as something very hard. I will have to put them outside the fridge somewhere next to the window, on the windowsill maybe, and they will be really delicious in some kind of smoothie or just as a snack. Just remember, don't eat too much fruit every day because fruit contains a lot of sugar, and eating too much fruit is also not good for you, for your weight and for your teeth. But it's healthy, so don't skip it completely. Back to vegetables. This is an onion, like it's a one onion. I've bought more, but I put the onions somewhere else. I think I bought about 1.5 kilos. Onion is some basic product in my kitchen because I use it for cooking. I sometimes buy also chives. Chives is here. I will show you. This is chives, the green one. And now I haven't bought it because I have a lot in my kitchen. So I eat it every day and I really like it. It's fresh, it's green, and it looks really optimistic. So let's leave the onion. Apart from onion, I bought carrots, and we have here almost 2 kilograms of carrots. I like carrots a lot and put them in various dishes. For example, carrot soup with ginger, which I don't have at the moment because it didn't arrive, so I will have to live without it. But also for salads or just to eat it with some sauce or some dip, so it's really delicious. I also bought 3 packets of mozzarella in brine. You know, ideal for sandwiches and salad, and it's made from cow milk. Taste of Italy. Well, I only got one. Probably it was the last one, so maybe I will just eat it with another thing which I bought, which are tomatoes. Those tomatoes, here you can see there are a few, like some or a few tomatoes, more precisely there are 8. Tomatoes are not the most delicious vegetables at that part of the year, but you have to buy and eat something. So I'm totally fed up with pickles and cabbage and all that stuff, so I've started buying tomatoes, and I must tell you, the ones are not bad. So you can also eat them with that mozzarella which I showed you a moment ago. We still have some products left. For example, this is hard cheese. You have to believe me. Hard, it means it's yellow in color. It was not packed. Otherwise, you could call it a packet of cheese. Here it's just packed in some paper. It's fresh, it's tasty, and it's also good for tomatoes, sandwiches, or spaghetti with minced meat, which I don't have. So, butter. Butter is an interesting product because basically when I started to think about how to call this amount, I was not sure because you could say a bar, but people generally don't use the word. My friend told me that you just buy butter or some butter or a lump of butter or a packet of butter. Everything depends on the shape and area and so on. So I will just call it a packet of butter or some butter. 82% of fat. It's really important because everything below 82% is not real butter, and it can have terrible consequences when you bake. For example, I'm not going to bake anything this week, I think, or maybe it will change. But it will be useful for sandwiches or also for cooking. Coming back to cheese, because now I thought of something, hard cheese. Do you know that the expression hard cheese means in English bad luck? So if you say, oh, hard cheese, it means bad luck. I totally don't know why, because hard cheese is quite delicious, so for me it's not bad luck, it's good luck if you have it, but that's what the English language looks like. What else do we have? I bought some meat, some turkey breast. I'm not a big fan of buying meat in supermarkets, but now I think my priority is safety and health. So I decided to buy it, and I don't know yet what I will cook. Maybe some meat rolls. I have some nice experience after Easter, after preparing some delicious meat rolls. So I bought a piece. It's a piece of meat. I think it's about half a kilogram, 500 grams, more or less. They say that turkey is a little bit healthier than chicken, but I'm not really sure. I think it's the same, more or less. And speaking of meat, we also have some pork, ham. It was supposed to be different, but it was replaced by the delivery guys. Maybe let's not read what is inside. Anyway, it will be good for some scrambled eggs. So again, you have a packet of ham and it's sliced. So this one round thing is called a slice of ham. Yeah, you can have the same with cheese, a slice of cheese. So as you can see, the cheese is the main hero of my shopping today. I've already talked about it 3 times. Let's leave cheese, let's leave ham, tomato sauce, which was supposed to join the poor minced meat and garlic, which are not here. So they will wait probably till, or it will wait till the next shopping. And finally I will make this spaghetti, which I really, really like and can eat all the time, like all kinds of pasta. We also have pasta here, this time from our kitchen hearty food. Okay, this time it's this kind of normal pasta, not wholemeal. I usually buy wholemeal, so the brown one, but this time I was ready. It's like I was ready for a change, so I bought this one, and I'm going to eat it with vegetables, maybe those carrots, maybe meat, maybe tomato sauce, whatever comes to my mind. Eggs, a packet of eggs. There are 10 of them, and it's an absolute minimum. What can we say? Eggs are eggs. Those one have this number 0. It means they're the most eco-friendly, and the hens are the happiest ones. So they were not put into cages. I'm not going to talk about it. If you're interested about those numbers and categories of eggs, you can Google that, because it's really terrible. Conditions in which hens are kept, but these ones are quite okay. So I bought a packet of eggs. There are 10 eggs inside. Oil, including some olive oil. I still have some oil, as you can see there. But I'm already running out of it. So here we have a bottle of oil, which is useful for everything in the kitchen. Some people say it's not good for frying because it can cause cancer, but I'm not really sure about it. I've also bought 2 loaves of bread. So this is a loaf of bread, and I've bought 2. One is more or less white, and one is wholemeal. Again, I don't usually buy bread in supermarkets, but this time I'm just trying not to think about it, the same as the plastic they're packed into. I'm trying not to buy so much plastic, but sometimes you can't avoid it. As for food, I also have potatoes here. They are called lunch potatoes or dinner potatoes, whatever that means, and I guess they're from Germany. Unfortunately, they're not a Polish product. We have a bag. It's a bag of potatoes, and there are 2.5 kilos of potatoes inside. Recently I've been eating tons of potatoes. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of some of their ingredients, minerals, things like that. But I really love them. Baking, frying, boiling, everything. You name it, you have it. Yeah. So potatoes. And finally, as for food, I bought 2 packets of tea. This is green tea in bags, so there are bags inside, and the same for black tea, it's breakfast tea. Normally I drink loose leaf tea, so the one which is not in bags, I think it's more delicious and basically healthier. But I've decided to buy some bags of tea because I still hope for new excursions and for using this guy. So for using the thermos or the vacuum flask or whatever you call it, it's much more convenient to use tea in bags to make some tea for a trip. Now, when I'm recording it, it's Friday, and I've heard that in 3 days' time, all the green spaces like parks and forests will be open again, which makes me quite hopeful. So I'm already waiting for a short excursion, of course, alone and covering my face. What else can I show you? Apart from food, I've ordered some other products. For example, dishwasher, oh, they're heavy, dishwasher tablets or tabs. So it's a box of tabs. It's classic, it's for everyday cleaning, and it's really a classic version, no all-in-one, no 700-in-1, because I don't believe in such things, and those are just perfect for my dishwasher. So I finally found something which is good for it, which was quite a challenge, and they really work. So 100 is quite a big supply. I'm going to use them for the next 3 months probably, or even more. My cats are also happy with the products because I bought them some bags. Inside there are some packets of cat food. I know it's like cat fast food, and they basically get food which is much healthier, but this is like, it's like McDonald's for cats. They really like it, they feel happy. We have it's a routine, it's a ritual, like every evening they get one and they already know it and they wait for it, and they are really really happy when I give them one. So I feed them with that whiskas, and that's it. I've also bought some razors. This time they're for ladies. There are 6 pieces inside, they're very colorful. They're not eco-friendly, but they were not supposed to be. Because let's not forget about what we look like even if we stay at home most of the time. And that's basically everything. So I hope you've learned something interesting. You know what packages you can buy. You know what the words mean, like a pot, a bar, a packet, a bottle, a package, a kilogram, a few, a box. I think I will prepare you a list of vocabulary, maybe with some examples, and that's it. So you can write me in your comments what kind of shopping you do. If you go to the shop, if you maybe help your family, maybe your elderly neighbors, or maybe you use the service of delivery from bigger supermarkets. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.